by a student here at West Charlotte.
Wow.
His picture and his name is on that wall. Interesting. Any questions so far?
Wait, you said the man's name is Rudy Torrance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He was also one of the first black police officers hired in this city. Any other questions? Okay. My last name, Latimer.
Is your husband like still living?
My husband died in 1975. We were married 20 years with 3 children. So I've been a widow how long?
So like,
40.
you know, man, I'm on
39 years. What? Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
So was the North Carolina Seal made in the same year as the organization?
Say what now?
I said, was the North Carolina Seal made the same year as 1981, or do you know any chance?
Rudy Torrance when he did the state seal.
Oh no. Let me get, and it's on the wall.
Okay.
I believe it's 1962. I think it was 1962. But he's a very talented artist. Any other questions so far? Okay. Now, I want to share some of the things that the alumni has done. Every organized organization that has had a request, we have been able to do whatever it was that that particular organization needed us to do. Whether it was purchasing uniforms for the boys basketball team or the girls basketball team, cheerleading uniforms, and even though Second Ward and West Charlotte were always competitive, now that there is no longer a Second Ward, they have formed a Second Ward West Charlotte's Men's Breakfast Club. A phenomenal group of men. They go, when they go out, they well represent both schools. And the last thing that they did was purchased a batting machine for the baseball team. And I don't know whether, I know some of you know where my desk is, right as you walk into the school. Well, right behind my desk on that wall is that picture. You should stop by and see it. It's really, really interesting. And that was purchased by that particular organization. And they do the same thing that we do. Now, most important, if you don't remember anything else, and I know that you're in 10th grade, but believe me, time just runs by so fast. Before you know it, you will be seniors. And you'll be trying to think about where do you want to go to school. And I'm going to tell you, like I have told some of the other kids who ended up not applying, and when I asked them about it, they applied at the last minute. I said, I didn't know your parents had all that money, that you don't have to apply for a scholarship. The National Alumni Association has we have 4 students in college at all times. A freshman, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior. And they all have telephone numbers. And I think because they saw me every day, that I'm the one they call. They want snacks, They giving me the list of the snacks that they want. But there was a reason that they have those numbers. Because things happen. And parents are not always able to do the things and take care of the things that they need. Such as 2 young men, 2 years ago, joined the band at North Carolina Central. They needed black suit, white shirt, black shoes, black socks, white shirts. They called me. I said, well, John Love or John Granger gonna call you. So I gave them the number. They took care of it. You receive not, and this is what I shared with them, because you ask not. Whatever it is that we can do to help a student that is ready to go away to school, already in school, they give us that number. Just call. Think about that. But you've got to apply for the scholarships. Why is it, maybe Ms. Walker can share her answer with me. Why is it that you'll have 300 seniors and 13 people apply for the scholarship? Come on, something wrong with that. Now, something is wrong with that. If you apply and you don't get the national scholarship, there are 10 organized classes who give one-time stipends and telephone numbers till this day. Whatever it is the only reason that we are in existence. As I look out the window, I'm looking at the sign that says Jack Martin Stadium. The Alumni Association had to go to the city to get an approval to change the name to Jack Martin Stadium. How many of you know who Jack Martin is? And I'm going to let you tell me. Yeah.
Jack Martin was not only one of the top athletes in the city at the time, he was a very well-known coach, mentor, friend. He was one of the individuals that took the extra time out to make sure that everybody at West Charlotte had a good experience. Not only, it didn't matter if you were in athletics or not. He was just that type of individual. Personally, I knew Mr. Martin because my grandparents lived down the street, Jack Martin. And I'm still friends with a few of his family members. Mr. Lattimore and I, we share a long relationship with family and friends. Because I'm not quite sure my mother, was she in West Charlotte when you were attending? But my mother, my father, myself, sister, both my sisters, all of us graduated from West Charlotte. When I was a junior and senior here at West Charlotte, I did not want to miss one day of school. I wanted to come to school every day. I didn't care if I was sick. I didn't care what was going on. I wanted to come to West Charlotte. I loved it. When I was in school, there was nothing that was more important than the camaraderie that I had with my friends here. The teachers at the time was, and it's probably still the same way, but it was a big family. If I did something wrong before noon, somebody in my family, or somebody up here at school knew my mother, because my mother was an educator as well. So by noon, somebody, my parents knew, or a teacher here on campus was had me to the side and said, you know, this is not what your parents said you did. So it was a great time, and it's still a great time here in West Charlotte. Mr. Martin, other coaches we had at the time, Charlie McCullough, basketball coach. These were guys that not only were our teachers and our mentors, but these were also our neighbors in our neighborhood. So, you know, you couldn't be so bad at school, because once you got home, Mr. Mark was down the street.
That's right.
Or Mr. McCullough was across the street. And so it was a great time. I had a chance to come to West Charlotte right at the beginning of when the segregation first started in the 70s. I graduated in 1978. So my first year, we had some turmoil because of immigration and everything. But the ones that we had of any cultural, diverse cultural background or whatever, they loved West Charlotte too. I still have some friends. I don't know if you guys watch the news with Maureen, somebody Maureen Bolo from WBT. She loved West Charlotte. We still have my class. We still get together. We just recently had a reunion about 3 weeks ago. And past weekend, this is the only school that I know of that when you, for alumni night, you can go to the game and you will see class of 69, class of 70 being there, class of 74, it doesn't matter. They still come back to West Charlotte because West Charlotte is that important to us. This was West Charlotte was the premier high school in Charlotte. Not only in academics, for athletics. We had a waiting list. I don't know how long of people trying to come to West Charlotte because they wanted to be a part of this experience.
Now, he say some of the same things that you heard me say.
And it was just a great time. It really was. Great experience. And I still tell people to this day that, you know, I'm a lion to the heart. I didn't go to North Carolina Central. I went to North Carolina A&T.
I ain't gonna hold that against you.
Right down the street, you know, but it was because of a guidance counselor here in West Charlotte that I went to North Carolina A&T. And the guidance counselor took me in, and it was my junior year, and she said, you need to start preparing for your college experience. She said, you need to do this, this, and this, so when it's time for the college,